You know, that time you wish you hadn't worn full armour and ridden 2 miles out of range, and you wish you put a trolley handle on. You know that time. Yeah.
I'm wearing one of the original tops from the 9x1 when it first came out, and this is where Speedy Feet's history lies, within the 9x1. This machine here is what really started it all for Speedy Feet. Gave us confidence in a product that was well built, was well funded, and the people doing it had a passion for that product. Now we are live. I've got some counters that I'm eating. My countdown into this live show today was approximately now. I had 2 minutes, so I got some Red Bull this week and some chocolate counters. As usual, I got to log in, but let me know the wheel you're riding and which country you're from. That'll be good. I'd like to hear that. You have to excuse me eating chocolate. I just love chocolate. Can't get enough of it. I probably have too much of it, to be fair. I need to lose a bit of weight. I'll get more miles at my wheel then. Right, let me log on to the... Oh, creaky door syndrome. Oh, I love chocolate. Not sponsored by them, so just in case you're wondering. But if they do want to sponsor me and send me loads of chocolate, I'm up for it. I hope you're all well this week. We got a few things to go over. Hey, right, I can actually see the live chat now, so I'm not ignoring you. Finally, Wednesday, Jens has said. Better late than never, or does the UK not do spring forward 1 hour? We do, end of March. End of March, it's all changing, boys and girls. Lighter evenings, more riding, I cannot wait. Now when I go home, so about 7 o'clock, it's still a little bit of lightness going on. I just can't wait. I can't wait until the summer weather. I'm not being rude here, I am trying to find the Facebook Live and see if anybody else is on the old Facebooks. Bit of a problem with Facebook today, doesn't seem to be working that well. Not sure if anyone else has got that. I'm actually locked out of Facebook. It says they're doing maintenance on the servers. So I'm refreshing the page, but if you're watching on Facebook, if it's actually gone live on Facebook, it's not. Yeah, it's not showing up on Facebook. I presume that problem is still persisting then. Right. Okay. Only the US is stupid with not using metric and daylight savings, and even then, not all the states do daylight savings. Okay. Well, that's not my words. That's the words of It's Been Repaired. I would never say such things about the United States of America, our great allies. What's this one? Oh, wish. There we are. Messes up. Oh, what? KS18XL, Gothenburg, Sweden, which is Jen's, of course. Still haven't claimed your prize, I believe. For the show, you can skip over the stupid bit. Brilliant. Too late. Sweden, Tesla. That's Marcus. Thank you very much for your advices for our first EUC, Ian. No problem at all. Z10, Norway. Spoke to Tina from Kingsong regarding the battery portable power bank that lets you charge your ECA without using a plug socket. Apparently you can use it while you're riding, giving you more mileage. Will you be reviewing one soon? No, we're not planning on getting them in, really. And you can probably use it while you're riding, but as far as I know, the power output isn't enough to sustain your riding. So if it's the same output as usual, 1.5 amps, then it'd be incredibly slow. If you start off with 100% charge, I suppose if you had it plugged in the entire time, it would have charged something by the time you come to the end of your journey, but don't know. I wouldn't have thought that'd be beneficial. It'd be beneficial if you stopped somewhere and you got no form of power, like we did the 1,000 miler. That'd been brilliant to have one or two of those hanging around. Again, though, it's a lot of weight to be carrying. We have got Gotway Tesla, Sweden, second Tesla in the room, and M103, which is Norway. InMotion V5F Plus. Wow. Okay, Poland, and he's travelled over, this is Norbert, travelled over 7,000 kilometres. That's quite significant. Mario has uploaded a video today of him completing it's the first wheel we've had that's come to the 1,000 kilometre mark. And that's the end of reviews. So we do unboxing, range test, 250 kilometre review update, 650 kilometre review update, and 1,000. And finally, we've got one that's actually hit 1,000 kilometres, and Mario uploaded that video on our channel. Go and check it out. Interesting video. Some jokes in there as well, so hopefully I'll make you laugh or cry. Let us know in the comments of that video. And have any of you watched that video? Let's see who's hot on it today and actually watched Mario's video. That will be interesting to see which of you are avid followers. Avid followers gone up since last week, so that's one good thing. Let's have a look. So we've got USA, PA, KS18L, another Norway, and another Tesla. Kingsong announced the KS16X. Will you be reviewing one anytime soon? We certainly will be getting them in. We try and avoid the first 100 release of any manufacturer of wheel because they tend to have problems. As soon as something goes mass production, you have little problems to start with, and then they iron them out over time. So it's always a bit dangerous getting them in first. Germany KS16C. Brilliant. MCM5. Anyone with a four-wheeled Tesla, just curious. Phil sometimes pops on. He's got a Tesla, I know that much. I've got a Zoe, a Renault Zoe. She's just as good as a Tesla. It's better because it's significantly less money. Hey, I watched Mario's video. Olav saw the video just before the show. Roller UK. I've seen Mario's video. He did a great job. Great job. Not just a good job. Great job. I would have said good. Other people say great. Yeah, I've watched it. I watched it. Nice bunny hop in Mario. Saw Mario's video and enjoyed it. Look, everyone's seen it. So Mario's smirking away. He's got a bit red now. Should probably bring him back in front of the camera. Just get him stand here and talk about the making of. No, shake his head. No. Right, so they've all seen it. So we've got Germany, Norway, Sweden, UK, USA, and we've got a whole range of wheels. I think the Tesla, Gotway Tesla's absolutely winning it at the moment. So that's good. Mario didn't tell me he could bunny hop either. Someone mentioned the fact he bunny hopped. Didn't know he could bunny hop. Never told me. Never said a word. Let's just see if this is up on Facebook yet. I don't think it is. Is it aired out, is it? Yeah. Yeah, it's got that same problem. So it's something wrong with Facebook at the moment. And we got France, MCM5. which is pretty sweet. Now let me get this live video, and I should be sharing the link. If you haven't already, share it on any forums and stuff you've got going on. I thought I set up the forum. No, I couldn't set it. I can't share it because I can't get to Facebook. I had the tabs open ready to share it when we went live to let everyone know that we're live, but yeah, I didn't do that because I couldn't log in. So there's a problem. So have one of these counters, very nice. Now around the world, does anyone else have counters? You know, chocolate, single wheel chocolates. Very nice. I'll put them down there. I've also got donut. One left. Jam. So that's pretty neat. And a Red Bull. All relevant stuff. Sorry, the studio's been moved around. Or he's holding up a white flag saying surrender. No, it's some lighting. In a minute, I'm going to be blinded. Ready? 3, 2, oh, there we are. No, it's not so bad. That's really bright. What flavoured jam? It's raspberry jam. It's raspberry jam. Really, really nice. So, Marcus, he misses the LED hat. You shouldn't miss it because Mario's wearing it the other day. Why were you wearing it the other day? You came in with it on.
Should I bring it?
You can go get it if you want, yeah. But you're wearing it. I don't know why anyone in their right mind would wear that hat. But he was wearing it in the office anyway. It was being put to good use, to the correct use. It was on his head, so that's one thing. Tech Drone Media's in the house. Who he's got? Oh, can I say? What's he got going? Has he revealed yet which wheel he's bought? I almost slipped up. I got people writing into me now. This is unbelievable. Let's have a look. We should have this, shouldn't we? So live on the air when we get tech questions are coming in and things like that. So that's good. We've screwed up. We sent someone a KS18S control board. Hey, he's wearing it instead of a KS18L control board. That's good. That's how good we are. We do screw up. It happens. The hat. This was sent in to me by Marcus, who's on the chat now, and he is the only person so far in the last 6 months who sent me a hat. No one else has sent me a hat. We put a request out for hats, gave the address and everything, and guess what? It's the only one we got. And you're going to have to do quite a lot to top that, to be fair. I mean, that is a good hat. I mean, you could top it with a top hat, but yeah. That's a bit too flashy, that. How do I've lost the, got it. So, no, too much. There we are. Let's put that there, just there. Then it's still in the picture, isn't it? So, Rich S. Afternoon. Not sure how long I'm in for. Not good enough, Rich, unfortunately. You should have had this penciled into your diary, as should everyone else who's joined the live show. It should be penciled into your diary, and you should dedicate the whole hour for it. No excuses, really, is there? It's electric unicycles, and there's nothing really much more important than that. Ahoy there, me hearties. Time to sink some ships. How much do you sell them EUC brackets for in the background, as I want to bolt a few of mine to the wall? Well, go to B&Q. DIY.com. Hooks. I'll grab one. Oh, I think Mary's going to do it, my assistant. Let's go with that. Thank you, Mary. Very kind. These hooks here. This is the hooks that we use to hang them up. Sometimes we use 2. So the monsters are on 2. They hold the weight. But it's just a straightforward bracket. You can make these up. Just angled stuff. And it is a max 30 kilogram per hook. Made in Germany. Yeah. 250 millimeters. There you go. That gives you the answer to what you want. B&Q. Get them. These are on single ones. So these are smaller hooks. We've got little diddy hooks and bigger hooks. They do a whole load of them. So that's what you want. Get that. For anyone who takes calls whilst wheel riding, I highly recommend the Samsung Galaxy Buds. It sounds like an Android thing though to me. No problem with wind noise, but only use one bud at a time. You won't be able to hear your surroundings. Okay.
Yeah. AirPods.
And what?
The AirPods.
AirPods, yeah. Proper ones, yeah, because Apple on it. So, yeah. We've got a bit of a thing going on here in the office. It's quite a common thing, the Apple versus Android. But every time Mario tries to show me something cool about his Android device, it doesn't work. So, how's your home button working on your Samsung? Is it fixed or it doesn't work? Can you launch Facebook now or not?
Can you change the ringtone of your iPhone?
Yeah. Well, it's possible to do it, so I just can't do it. Brilliant. Oh, they work with Apple devices. That's okay then. So yeah, I'll start listening to you now. They work with Apple devices. That's good. Our Tech Drone Media Speedy Feet are going to touch upon KS16X. Kong Song has released the info. We are going to touch on it. It's in the news. Don't ruin our news articles. Is it in the news? It isn't in the news because Mary's frowning. It's alright because for a moment there I thought the most breaking news would be in our news, but I was being silly because we only do really, really old news. So I have a feeling that it isn't in our news article. So maybe I should touch on it. A bit of a quick little sneaky peeky at the older news just to see whether it is or not, because Mario was looking suspiciously no, the latest news isn't in our latest news bulletin. So let's touch on that now, shall we? Right, the KS16X, which Kingsong have just released. Would you like some specs? Because I have a spec sheet here somewhere. I got sent the spec sheet. It's definitely here. Right, let me use my phone because I think it's on my phone. I'll find it out for you. Okay, let's have another look. Here we go. Right, so they're going to have two models. They've got the 1288 watt hour model, and they got, this is battery obviously because it's watt hours, and 1554 watt hour. And that is mega, isn't it? Rated power is 74 volts. Top charging voltage 84 volt DC. Rated capacity 1288 watt hour and 1554. Smart BMS with balance and protect, overshoot, over discharge, overcurrent, short circuit, overheating functions, support monitoring the battery conditions via Kingsong app. It's all the same as usual, nothing amazing there. The charger voltage is 80 to 240 volts, so worldwide as usual. Oh, interesting. So it's got an output of 2 amps, which is higher than usual for the, and I assume it's for the 1288 watt hour, and for the 1554 watt hour, it looks like you have a 3 amp charger for it. Oh, charging time, 2 amp is about 8.7 hours, and about 10 hours to charge with the 2 amp charger. And then with the 3 amp charger, which is for the 1544 watt hour version, it's 5.8 hours to charge. And obviously you can then double it. So you could charge it 6 amps, so it reduced that time, so just below 3 hours. Wow, that's going to be, in terms of range, 1,600. So these are 2,400 watt hour, the monsters. You can get a 100 volt monster with 1,600 watt hours in it, which is essentially, this is the same thing, except for it's a much smaller wheel. Motor power, 2,000 watts. The foot plates from the ground are 180 millimeters. Let's have a look. 180 millimeters. Tire size 16 inch with a diameter of 440 millimeters. 2 charging ports: switch port, light sensor port, USB discharge port ×2. 1 port support USB plug and play. Tilt protection 45 degrees left and right side. Motor stalls when over 45 degrees. Low battery protection activated on 30% battery. Speed will decrease linearly when battery is lower than 5%. Voice alarm for charge. When battery at 0%, the front part of the pedal will rise to decelerate to full stop. It's pretty much the same. Battery indicate the LED battery level will, when EUC power on it rests. So when you stood still, it'll show you the battery like it does with the KS16S so far. I think that's all the main. Pretty sure that's the main thing. So it's got a 12 volt cooling fan, ventilating speed varies with temperature, maximum climbing ability, app support. Got Bluetooth speakers built in, 4 hi-fi BT Bluetooth speakers, 12 volt power amplifier. Lift stop rotating, so when you pick it up, the sensors are at the bottom of the trolley bar and it will stop the motor rotate once they sense the trolley bar has been lifted, like the KS18L. Real detecting of motor temperature to ensure safety riding. So there we go. That's all the specs for you. The footplate, it doesn't say the size of the footplate on there at all. Dimensions, it's weird because it says dimensions in weight, but there is no weight. Yeah, the dimensions of the unit is 590mm high by 495mm length and 180mm wide. So don't know, it doesn't say the actual weight. That's blank. There should be 2 weights, of course, for the 2 batteries. I should imagine it's fairly flipping heavy. If you've got almost 1600 watt hours of battery in there, for example, that is going to be a heavy wheel. But it's all in a 16-inch package, so that'll be interesting with 2000 watts of power. So the Gotway Tesla, of course, has got 2000 watts of power. So interesting. So there you go. That's the stats. Hopefully that's given you some interesting. No, I don't think it's got top. People are asking about speed. Let me just go and double check again. Don't think so. Oh, top. Well, kind of. I'll read it out to you as it's written. Top speed support decode to 45 kilometers an hour after 200 kilometer total mileage. Default setting: first beep at 18 kilometer hours, second beeping at 19 kilometer hours, and pedal tilt at 20. Top speed support decode to 45 kilometers an hour. I don't know what the maximum would be, but it's saying it will go after 200 kilometers. It will open it up to 45 kilometers an hour. Hey Siri, what is 45 kilometers an hour in miles per hour?
45 kilometers
28
per
miles an
hour
hour
is 27.96 miles per hour.
So 28 miles an hour. It says on there. Whether it's any higher than that, I do not know. But hopefully that helps answer some of the questions. So Neon's asking how easy to replace a speaker on the 16C. It should be a piece of cake, mate. Just take off the outside of the casing and the speakers should be there. But a buzzing noise, whether that's a speaker or not, I don't know. But you could unplug it and swap it around with the other speaker if they've got 2 speakers in the 16C. I think it has. Weight will be close to 18XL, I guess. Well, it shouldn't be as heavy as the 18XL, theoretically, because the motor winders should be a lot smaller, I believe. And the casing, obviously, of the motor being metal is a lot smaller as well, because it's just a 16-inch wheel rather than an 18-inch. And the tyres should be lighter, etc., etc. So it should be a way off the 18XL, I would hope, unless something really strange is going on. So, yeah, hopefully that gives you some information. If I could share my screen, I would, but I can't. So, there we go. What have we got up next, Mario? What have we got? Viewers' videos? Oh, we got the final 3, haven't we, for the competition winners? We've got the winner, haven't we?
Yeah.
Should we announce the winner of last week's, or the last... so, viewers' videos, for those of you who are brand new, viewers' videos, we get submitted videos by you guys. You send in the link. And then of the 10, they get, once we got 10, we vote on 10. And the top 3 votes go through to a final, and those 3 are voted on, and the winner of that gets a prize. And it happens to be £25 store credit at speedyfeet.co.uk. And then you can just use that on checkout. So that's what we've got going on there. And we've got the winner from the last competition, which we will reveal right now. I'm back on, am I? No. Thanks for the heads up. I'm having this so when I come back from playing videos on the screen that I'm not actually asleep. That's why I'm having that, because I'm so tired. Someone's asked, again, what do we use to put the wheels on the wall? How many times am I going to have to get this? I've never used this in a show. No one's ever asked this question. And then this week, everyone's going, how do you hang the wheels on there? There, a hook. And it has screw hole there, screw hole there. Simple hook. We get it from B&Q in the UK. It's 200, if you want to know that. It's 250mm, I think. It might be 230. 250, I think. 250mm, and you do smaller ones, which are these things are hung on. And the skateboard's hung on one. If you can still see it, I don't think you can. These are hung on smaller ones, etc., etc. But the big hooks, 30 kilograms they'll take. I'm going to put that there this time. So if anyone asks again, I can just show you. So, yes, so we had a New Zealander win it, didn't we? Is that right?
Yeah.
We did. And New Zealanders won it. I think that's the first time a New Zealanders won the competition. I wonder how many New Zealanders are out there riding electric unicycles. How much is the rough price of the hooks? I'm going to start selling these hooks. Should I start selling these hooks? We'll auction it. How much for this hook? I have no idea, Leon. Man, oh man. It's when we set up the studio all that time ago. I haven't got them at home or anything like that. It was literally for the back wall of this studio. They're probably, I don't know, £3-4 each, something like that. They're going to be around about that. So go to B&Q. And I don't know if they still do them. DIY.com. I can't believe I'm looking at hooks. I can't believe it. But anyway, what are they called again? People are going to be bored now because I'm looking at hooks all the time.
Should we play the new viewers videos?
No, don't play the news videos yet. Let people enjoy the pain I'm going through. Accept cookies. Yeah, I'll accept them. I'd love some cookies right now. I have got jam donut and some chocolate. Hook. Metal. Let's have a look. DIY.com. No, they've got. Oh man, they sell a lot of hooks. They should do a show about hooks, like what I'm doing. Let's have a look. No, in fact, it might not be called a hook, might it? It might be called a bracket. So we could be here all day. But if you look at a bracket, DIY.com, bracket, perhaps bracket. Go with bracket. And then you can hang your electric unicycle on the wall. Now, obviously, you've got to remember, it's actually, no, it's not called a bracket. It's quite difficult to hang the stuff up. So the monsters, if you've got a monster, don't try and slot it through the carry handle because you're likely to put so much strain on it, you break the shell. So with the monster, because it's heavy weight, we've got 2 of these side by side. You just work out where the bottom of the curve of the wheel is and it sits in there just nicely and it won't fall through. But even then, if you knock those, because it's switched off, obviously, the whole body can fall down. It's not too bad because it's leaning against the wall, but yeah, you just need to be quite wary of how you do that. So, and it looks like on Facebook I've got a message from Rich Skull who has found the brackets. Let's have a look. Breaking news coming in hot off the press. Is it? It's not actually posted up the thing. Anyway, I've got a Facebook message from Rich who's posted up a link. I can't access Facebook Messenger, weirdly. But I can use the business page. Can I copy that? Nah, it won't let me copy it. What a shame. Oh no, but I've got the link. Let's open it. Open in Safari. We're getting closer, everyone. Everyone that's interested in the hook. We're getting closer. Let's copy that. Right, go back to live feed. This is amazing stuff. And then let's paste that in. It should. iPhone. This is one of the brilliant things about Mac. You can paste copy on your iPhone, Mario, and then you can paste it to your Mac. How cool is that? Boom. There we go. Anyway, I've sent the link now, so it's linked up. Anyone wants to buy a hook in the UK, DIY.com, and you can put your wheels on the wall, just like this. And if you want to buy a Speedy Feet sign, you know, there's one there. It's actually out of frame, that Speedy Feet sign, isn't it, Mary? It's not set very well, is it? I can see, you can see half of it. It says Speedy Feet if you're wondering what the sign says. Next week's topic, how much is the blue hat? Brilliant. Throw that down there. No, I won't really. Can't do that. It's the only hat I've been sent in. Hint, hint. Send a hat in. Find our address on our website. Send a hat in. Ideally an entertaining hat. Or anything entertaining as long as it's not feces or a dead fish. Something funny that we can put on the show. Nice hook there, Mario. Brilliant. It's all going on. Right, so let's play now. No, we've done it already. We played the winner, haven't we? Oh, man, oh man. Played the winner. He's won. If you're watching this and you've won, write in and claim your discount code for the £25. Easy as that. We need, you know, if you win something, you need to claim the winnings. It's a rule that I've got. You have to claim it. So how many viewers videos we got? We got 3, haven't we? So now we're going to roll. Remember, we've just announced the winner from the previous show. This is 3 in total, is it, of the next 10? Yeah. So this is the next competition, and this is the 3 submissions we've had. So let's roll viewers' videos.
Viewers' videos.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy
overcome. Do you have what it takes? Trust no one.
Secret cinema began in the way out, taking place in London in 2019. So, secret cinema.
Target locations and further travel.
So the question has been raised, and I hope you enjoyed those videos that sent in. Thank you very much for sending them in, because it's entertainment for the rest of us. You can send in 2 videos. That is possible. In a competition, you can send a maximum of 2 videos of yourself. So don't worry about that. If you see someone submitting 2 videos, it means they've just done a lot more work than you have if you've sent 1 in or none. So from that point of view, he's doubled his chance of winning, hasn't he? As long as the video is good. So it all depends on the final vote. So yes, you can. So don't forget to send in your videos. That is what it's there for. You've got to be in it to win it. Is that trademarked? Probably is. Anyway, submit your viewers' videos. You saw at the end there where you're supposed to send them to, and all we need is a URL. So you can do that any way you like, as long as there's somewhere we can download it. And being only 60 seconds maximum, you can probably just send it to us, but it depends on the file size. So get and record something. It could be you riding through a puddle. It could be anything, couldn't it? But send it in, because they're quite entertaining, some of them. We've had people on sumo suits. That was Mark King, wasn't it? On the sumo suits. Yeah. We've had people taking their trash out. We've had, what else have we had? Mario hasn't submitted one yet, have you? You're supposed to be putting one together to win some money, because we just rig it and then you just win the competition. Then I just don't give you the prize, or half the prize. Maybe. Do that. So submit your videos, yes, please do. The quicker we get to 10, brilliant. Hello from Germany. Hello, Germany. Frank is in the house. What wheel you got, Frank? Can we send videos by WhatsApp in the future if possible, as I find that easier? It's not about ease, Neil. It's about making it as difficult as possible for you. So send in a URL if you can. I'm not sure we can do WhatsApp. Don't think we can. Possibly. Something we might be able to look at. But if you can just upload it to YouTube. I mean, even if you've got it on Facebook and we've got access to it. So we need something. We need access to it to be able to download the file. So if you've got a URL to send into WhatsApp, I'm trying to think, just upload it to Facebook or something, and then send us a link to it. Just try and make sure you filmed it in the correct way, landscape, and then make sure that it's open, so it's open for sharing, and then we should be able to download it, theoretically. If we can't, we'll let you know, but just send a URL to it, and then we'll download it, and then it can go into viewers' videos, and then you'll be submitting to the competition, and you can win a prize. Sometimes the prizes are massive. Sometimes they're 25 quid. Sometimes they're something else completely different to money. So, yeah. There we are. What else we got? We got news, haven't we? We got news. So, we're going to try and do the news now.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Me and that playboy in trouble again. Extra, 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 read all about it.
In this week's news, may or may not be, disclaimer, the latest news. Article was in The Guardian, a UK newspaper, and this is to do with legislation within the UK. Urban Mobility Review looks at permit system for motorised bikes. Ministers are considering overturning a decades-long ban on electric scooters, segways and hoverboards as part of a wide-ranging review of the future of urban transport. So Jesse Norman, the Transport Minister, said he would look quite closely, to quote him, at finding a way of allowing e-scooters and similar vehicles on the road, potentially through a permit or licensing system, something that has been illegal for at least 30 years. In the past 18 months, e-scooters have become a common sight in many cities in the US and Europe, but in Britain, people have been prosecuted for riding them on public roads and footpaths. E-scooters, e-bikes, e-mopeds or e-skateboards, we're seeing these all over the streets already, and we're thinking about those modes of transport. Now, I know that people have been done on those, but electric unicycles, we haven't had any issues, apart from 2 people, but they were interesting ones. There was some context to that, but out of the thousands of riders, basically you don't get issues. So we're going to look quite closely at the wider environment, what the wider environment is for a lot of these different vehicles, how these things might either be permitted or licensed or regulated to go on the road or other forms of land. So there we go. It's a longer article than that. It's in the Observer. I think the title of that article, if you want to search for it on Google or other search providers, coming to a street near you, UK's e-scooter road ban set to end. So there you go. Have a look at that article. You can read through the whole thing. They're talking about the rental scooters that you see all over the US at the moment. Lime, is it? I think it is. Things like that. So that is looking quite positive, to be fair. They're actually investigating it, but they did this a while back and it looked like it was going to be really, really good. But no, it's not happening. Never went anywhere. Brexit isn't really helping either. They're quite busy doing that. So that is that one, I think. Mario, tell me, the next one is a Speedy Feet referral pro scheme, is it?
Yeah.
I think it is. I think it is. So some of you, if you follow our social channels, will have noticed that we set up a referral scheme, a proper one. We had the Magic Beans and we still have the Magic Beans. They're pretty well known because you get a lot of money back when you spend a scooter. You know, it's a bit of a tipped hat to you when you purchase from us. You get some cash in account if you sign up for Magic Beans. So there's another scheme on top of that which you can sign up for. If you sign up for Magic Beans, you also need to sign up for the referral scheme. It's on our site and it's a pop-up that keeps annoying you, and it'll annoy you for the next couple of weeks until we turn it off and just dial it down. You can sign up to a referral program and then you get your own unique URL, and if you just post that somewhere and someone purchases a wheel through that URL, if you essentially, the idea was that we'd sell 20 wheels because of your referrals, and you'd essentially get a new wheel. Is the idea. But the program is not quite, because it's a third-party application, doesn't quite fit that. So basically, you get £1,000 of store credit once 20 successful referrals have been made, which is quite significant, we think. It's a very, very keen giveaway, that one. So you just use your referral code, send people to us. They've got to have a minimum order value of £1,000, which is essentially all the wheels we do, pretty much, bar a couple. So it's like 98% of the offering we do is all £1,000 and above. And the idea is that they're going to purchase a wheel, not purchase a stand. So it doesn't also, you don't have to do 20. We want it to be 20 when you claim the prize of £1,000. But actually, it's each referral. So if you refer one person, you get £50 store credit. So that's pretty sweet. So you refer someone, they buy a wheel from us, you get 50 quid. I like that. So go and check it out. It is actually on our site at the bottom. You've got the Magic Beans referral program. The Magic Beans program, and you've got the referral program at the bottom of our site, speedyfeet.co.uk. Go and have a look at that. There's more information on that. It's a real simple case of just signing up. So if you say again, if you sign up for the Magic Beans, which we've got over 2,000 people on the Magic Beans program that earn from their orders, all registered up, you will need to also re-sign back up for the beans, for the referral program. I'm even getting confused now. But it's not actually confusing. 2 schemes, Magic Beans, and then there's a referral scheme, which you've got your own dashboard. You can track if anyone's successfully checked out. You can track your earnings, etc., etc. And we can also see it as well. So that is pretty sweet. So sign up to that if you can. Job done. We're also going to have some cards to hand out. Now Mario came up with a good idea, which is to have one for the YouTube channel. Now we typically over the last 3 or 4 years have handed out business cards to you guys. They used to be lobbed in every single wheel box we sold because people are always asking for them. They like the service that we give, and they also like the wheels, and they wanted the stack of cards, and we were sending them out with every single wheel, and we just ran out because we were handing out thousands of the things. We've ordered some more up, but we're also getting some made up with YouTube channel, our YouTube channel on it, and a link, so it's not a direct Speedy Feet card, but it's a one to our channel. And so you guys can hand those as well. We'll start including them again. But if you want some of those, then you can write in and we can send them out to you. As long as you're going to hand them out, because obviously it costs us money, quite a bit of money, to actually make them up in the thousands. And then you can hand them out if you want, just let us know. And that might help your referrals. And you could always write your referral link on there as well. Or print it out on a little sticker and stick it on the card. That might help. So there's, let's have a quick look. There's anything on the store with a price of £25. 25 quid. Not sure, you have to have a hunt around the store. The EUC stand is 25 quid, but plus VAT. So the VAT on top of that, so probably not. Next article, I think we've done a referral scheme. If you've got any questions about the referral scheme, comment and I'll try and help you out. But it should be fairly straightforward. Go to our site, look at it. The referral thing. Link at the bottom of every single page, I think, to it. There's also a pop-up that keeps coming up to annoy you. Have a look at that, and that should answer your questions. If you're still confused, come back to me and have a look. Next one on the list of breaking news from yesteryear. Washington, D.C., as reported by CNN, Harley-Davidson's motorcycle sales are struggling, apparently. Competing with Bird, Lime, Uber and Lyft might be an answer. The classic brand, which has been around for 16 years, is looking to reinvent itself as more scooters, e-bikes and ride-sharing services hit urban communities. And they offer alternative ways to get around in congested cities. So everyone's slowly switching on to this other form of transport. Now scooters are like an interim between a push bike and an electric unicycle as far as I can see. And if we actually get over the hurdle of getting people riding them fairly easily, you almost need a training course. Scooter, you can just jump on it and ride it. Electric unicycle takes a bit more skill. And it's that hurdle that kind of stops them being mainstream to one degree. And the second one is the safety aspect of it. But they're getting so much better. Over the last couple of years, they've really come on leaps and bounds. So, and they are saying, Mark McAllister, is Vice President of Product Portfolio at Harley-Davidson, is saying it's a huge opportunity. For people who are using Bird and Lime today, how do we give them a much better experience with a Harley-Davidson brand and lifestyle? So these are e-bikes. There's not electric unicycles, but you get the idea. So they are starting to do that sort of thing. So some major players are starting to get into the marketplace in that area. And it's quite exciting what we'll see over the next sort of 5 or so years. See what it ends up like, especially if the UK legalise it and you can actually start travelling around. At the moment, it's a grey area, so some people just don't want to invest that amount of money in getting an electric unicycle, just in case they get told off. Say, we've never had any issues. We did a 1,000-miler with no problems as well. Imagine if the green light was given, it's actually perfectly acceptable to ride them around, the difference it would make. So that will change quite a lot, I should imagine. Let's have a look at the next article. What have we got next? Is this article from patch.com? And is there an image up now? I can't tell, I'm 10 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Is there? Is it an image of a man stood next to a scooter?
Yeah.
It is. Is that man Usain Bolt?
Yeah.
It is. I can't see it yet. I can still see a Harley-Davidson bike on my screen. So, this is Usain Bolt, fastest man in the world after me. New York City, even one of the world's fastest men has to take a load off. An electric scooter firm enlisted the record-setting sprinter Usain Bolt on Tuesday in its push to legalise the vehicles in New York. Any of you guys from the US, did you see this? Was this in the news? Did it mean anything to you? The Olympic gold medalist from Jamaica is a new global spokesperson for Bolt Mobility, which has about 1,000 scooters on the streets in Florida and Virginia. The Miami Beach-based firm wants to bring its heavy-duty Chariot model to New York City, where e-scooters are currently illegal to ride. A state proposal to allow them would cap their legal speeds at 20 miles per hour, far slower than Bolt's top foot speed of nearly 28 miles an hour. But the retired runner said the scooters can help riders get around nasty traffic in New York and other big cities. Now again, this is, even though it's a scooter, this is what could happen to electric unicycles. It's all related. Government bodies tend to see all this E stuff as just that E stuff. And so as soon as you say scooters, all good, e-bikes, etc., all good, it's paving the way to be able to just jump on these electric unicycles all over the world with no hassle. So that's pretty good, really. The first thing people always say to me when I get somewhere late is that, why didn't you run? Bolt said, now I can actually have the Bolt scooter to get there quicker. Bolt is among several e-scooter companies seeking entrance to the New York, entry to New York City amid a legalization push. The firm has a fleet of about 450 scooters in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and 300 each in Alexandria and Arlington, Virginia. Cool. Well, there we go. That's a scooter one. We've got one more article. Bristol, in the UK, electric unicycle meet, organised by a man called Rich Skull, who has been a competition winner, I believe, on Speedy Feet live show, weekly live show. He has got an event he's trying to run called EUC Polo Wheel, which he may have got the inspiration from several other people doing it, and a slalom ride and afternoon group ride. So this is Viking, what's it called? Viking something?
The Viking Challenge.
The Viking Challenge. And I think Rich is actually going to try and aim to reproduce the Viking Challenge. He's actually on live chat as we speak. So if you've got any questions and you're in the UK and you want to go to the UK's, which I think biggest, EUC meet, I think you need to ask him the questions. But if you have a look, he's doing all those things. There's going to be should be quite a good day, to be fair. And it is Monday, the 22nd of April, from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So bring some sandwiches in your backpack. Postcode is going to be BS. I wonder if this is a joke. 91FG. BS 91FG. Let's have another look. Show that one. Show the link. I'll post this up now. BS 91FG. And then I'll at Rich S. If you want more information on that one, get in contact with Rich. And is it on which website? Is it on? Is it on our? It was on the Speedy Feet Owners group, wasn't it?
Facebook groups.
Yeah. Is it all over the Facebook groups? Is it? No idea. It may or may not be over the Facebook groups. But it was definitely on Speedy Feet Wheel Owners Group. Now, Speedy Feet Wheel Owners Group is a private group. It's designed for people that have bought wheels from Speedy Feet. That's the article, isn't it? There we are. They're all done, I think. Did I need? No, I didn't need anything else, did I? We should have an outro where it's me setting fire to the thing. No? No, none of that. Anyway, so Stephen Banks, can you put it on the EUC forum, please? It's on there. And the London group. Rich has posted it everywhere. So if you're in the UK and you want to come to the UK's biggest EUC meet, because it will be by the time everyone signs up to it, then get in contact with Rich. Well, you know where it is. You probably don't need to get in contact with him. Just turn up. And now I've been shown stuff. Ooh! I've missed out an article. Have I? Was it on there, though? It wasn't on there. That's good, because I threw them away. And I feel a bit silly if I threw them away and it was on there. Right. Okay. We've got one more thing that Mario, in the news that is, one more thing that Mario wishes to say. He got really excited about this. He's been jumping around the office. Yeah, bless him. He was really excited about it. So we're just going to put this up. I said to him, we can't include this, but he wants to include it, so we'll let him run with it. Go on then, post it up, Mario. Is it a video? It's a video. So you won't hear my voice, thankfully, for the next, how long?
30 seconds.
30-second video. And it's not a viewer's video, so don't vote on it.
Filming? Okay, hop on that bad boy. Whoa! Easy! Is it working? Try and go. It's working! Oh my gosh. Who takes rims and tires off a truck and puts them on a Segway? Oh my gosh.
Everything is working twice as fast.
Yeah, brilliant. So trying to work out how we credit that to, but it was stripped off Facebook anyway. So Brad DeBerti possibly. Don't know if it was your video. There's the credit for it. But anyway, what we should do is make that into a one wheel thing. So yeah, Michael King saw that and he loves it. I wouldn't mind that to ride around town. It'd be alright as a bit of a laugh, wouldn't it? But yeah, I can't imagine the gearbox would last for very long because it's not really designed to have those massive, massive wheels on it. So Stephen Banks has said the new KS 16X is on YouTube. Maybe next week's news. I presume it's a question. It's been on this week's news. We've talked about it. We've gone through all the specs and stuff. But as soon as we have it, we will do a video on it. But I say we're wary of actually getting them in on the early batch. Just like any manufacturer, there's always teething problems as they hit mass production. And so grabbing the first lot can be a little bit risky. So if you're thinking of buying, I'd actually tend to hold off if you can for a little bit until quite a few have hit the market. And then maybe think about investing your hard-earned money, unless you're minted and you've got loads of cash to splash. So, will we sell those Segways? If you could buy them, I would sell them. But you can't. We're not even allowed to buy Segways. They won't sell them. They won't sell them to us. They've got an exclusive distributor in the UK for Segways, specifically Segways. And they have done for some years. They're incredibly quiet and don't promote it at all, it would appear. But nonetheless, we can't actually get the X2s and all that sort of business, because otherwise we'd have them. But we can't get them. And if we have a price on them, but it's terrible. So it's no point. Let's have another look. So we got the big ride out. Someone's actually organising one, which is good. That's rich. Go and check out the EUC forums. If you haven't, go on the forums. Check out Electric Unicycle forums on Facebook. It's probably the best way of doing it. And just search for forums on Google. Sign up to them. Press the button it says on my screen. Blah, blah, blah. Is that because you've had enough of me talking? That could be a new thing on here. So if you don't like the topic, you can press the button. You can write press the button. And then if 3 people say press the button in a row on chat, then I'll press the button and I'll stop the conversation where it's at. You know, this is proactive. This is as it happens, live. This is good. I like that. Has anyone else got anything else to say? I don't think I've missed any questions. Let's have a quick look. So we've got... the police probably think legislation is stupid. I've never had an issue. Correct. Most of them don't even bother. Show that. I have the M Super X and Gotway ACM. How much is a trolley handle for the ACM? We can't get the trolley handles anymore. They do not make them because they don't make the ACM anymore. So any of the body panels and stuff like that, we can't get that, which is a bit of a shame. Matthew Koger, I'm relatively new to the EUC scene. I'm not sure what the web address is for your store. So it's www.speedyfeet.co.uk. Speedy, and then feet, as in your feet, .co.uk. And Neon's actually posted it up there. Thank you, Neon. You've got that sorted. Didn't Bolt get run over by a Segway? He sure did. A cameraman on a Segway at one of his events ran him over as he was doing his victory thing, holding his flag up, I believe. And he reversed back into him and ran over his Achilles tendon. So that's nice. But he was okay. And he didn't get sued, the rider. So if only he was on a EUC, he would have outpaced the Segway. He certainly would have done. There we go. We ship, someone's saying, is the website for the US as well. Well, we ship all over. So whatever. Doesn't really matter. We do free shipping above a certain weight. So wheels and things like that tend to be... We do a free option. It's a lot slower than the paid option. But we do it. We ship all over and always have done. There we go. New to the EUCC, doing tons of research, going to my first purchase. I took note of a couple of people speaking of their EUCs overheating. Maybe this is an old issue or is it make and model? One person said press the button. You only need another 2 people to say press the button or press the button. So is it over this guy's... This is the trouble. This guy's asked a serious question. If 2 more people say press the button, I'm not going to be able to answer his question. Overheating is not going to be an issue, Matthew. We don't have any overheating issues. You're basically going to be, unless you're going up a solid hill constantly, a really steep hill. When we did the 1,000 mile on these, they got no fans in them or anything, and they like to run fast because the fins on they're attached to the motor. Those actually push air over the CPU, the control board, and they keep it cool. So, yeah, from that point of view, you won't have a problem. But with those, even in the most extreme, when we're carrying weight and going up hills, they got hot and we had to stop. But that was massive long hills in summertime. So no, you shouldn't have an issue at all. There we are. That's out that one. Love the King Song 16X from Kuji Rolls. Can't wait for it. Yeah, so I'll be interested to see how that goes. Yeah, I'm going to hold judgment until I actually rode it and give it a go. So there we go. Matthew, if you've got any questions at all in regards to your wheel, because we're going to go off air soon, because we're only 1.5 minutes away from going off, then just email us in. So check out our website, speedyfeet.co.uk. Contact us there. You'll go straight through to an email, and then we can help you out with any questions you've got. Should be able to answer them honestly. And obviously check out our YouTube channel, because the videos there are quite open and honest, and we do actual tests on them. Tend to give you the minimum mileage you're going to get out of something. There's no dressing up. I'm not paid by anyone to do them, so you get fairly honest videos, because I couldn't care less. I just say as it is. So go and have a look at those. Tons and tons. I mean, huge amounts of hours of videos and resource for you to watch through to find out which wheel might or may not be the best for you, because there's no perfect wheel on the market at all. As Mario pointed out in his latest video, the KS16S, some of the bigger wheels are great for off-road, but they're not good for carrying around in town, cities and stuff like that. So even though he'd love to have it off-road, most of his riders are on-road, so a smaller wheel is much better. So yeah, there we go. Issues with updating King Song 18L firmware from the new app. Wheel and cut-off switch needed calibration. Sees a bit of give leaning forward and back. Now it's in X mode. Anyone else? I haven't seen that, John. But tips, blue hat to you, sir. Great show again. Now press the button. Need 3 people to say it's need 2 more. And don't forget to click the bell notification, guys, for Speedy Feet, so you won't miss another live show. Very true. Click the bell notification. Should mention that. Down below, somewhere probably here, or here, depending which year and YouTube changed things, there's going to be a bell notification somewhere there. Click it. So how many viewer videos do we have total for this round? So viewers videos, you need 10. We've got 3. And Michael King hasn't been one of those 3, has he? No. He's going downhill with his video submissions. Shame. So, yeah. Someone said, when he says the show's over, tend to press the button over and over. So we have to keep the show going. So Michael, we got 3 videos for the latest show, and obviously we announced the video winner from the last show. So that's it. So 1 hour and 43 seconds in. This is the end of the show. Should we play the end title thing? You've got that in there more or less, haven't you? I think Mary's done it. But thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. We'll catch you next week. Submit your viewers' videos. Hit the bell notification at the bottom and subscribe if you haven't already. And obviously share our stuff as far and wide as you can. And best of all, go to speedyfeet.co.uk and sign up for the referral program.